So now the earth is going through all kind of changes because his view of the world don't fit with what reality is. So he's polluting and fucking shit up. So now the earth is saying, this is bullshit. This is a Sith. Whereas your Mesonetia, which is your ancestors' information, you interpreted reality based upon the symbol telling you what it was. In other words, the principle that conveyed the symbol is what told you what that symbol meant. So you had a more basic and truer understanding of what it is that nature was telling you she was, not what you had made of a supposition and based upon your opinion and interpretation. So until you go back to seeing the world based upon the view of your ancestors and begin to understand her evolution as well as yours, you're gonna go ahead with the waste and the byproducts, and you're gonna go under with this European view of the world, because that's what's being destroyed. It's not the European that's being destroyed, it's his view of the world that's being destroyed. His view of reality, his codification of reality is being destroyed. Your body will sometimes shake without any reason. You begin to start to see that you got either Alzheimer's or some of those diseases of the nerves. That's because more energy is being poured into your body. More energy is being open for absorption. And don't stand too close to some of these, these well Christianized Negroes or some of these Caucasians, because they may have spontaneous combustion and shit. Motherfuckers catch fire right in front of you. Be mindful of who it is. Heart palpitations to try to maintain the rhythm of what it is your emotions are giving to you. So heart palpitations may happen. Your body, through these symptoms, are adjusting to a genetic attunement. Your soul is being recalibrated for a new atmospheric presence, a new atmospheric light code presence that is going to give you the new harmonic value. There is a whole new, and this is going to be very important to us as a humanity, not even talking black, white, green, or otherwise. All alignments are for preparing you to occupy a whole new territory of life. Your body has the intelligence encoded, the divine intelligence, the archetypal programming encoded already in the genes and the DNA, okay? Or whatever archive your body already holds on to. In the adjustment, your body has to recalibrate all the material in itself that was used to process reality in the last time zone. So understand that the body that you have to use, the temple, the vehicle that you must use for the new reality, must have a whole new hormonal recognition system. The hormonal recognition system for the new reality cannot match that for the old reality. You can't take a 1910 stuffed Bearcat into a place that's going to need a Ferrari for you to get to the next reality. And those are very poor examples, but you can get the correlation. A whole new type of hormonal energies are going to be created. A new kind of hormone for compassion. A whole new reasoning hormone will come. A whole new type of hormone that will be created for telepathy. Your cells are going to adjust. Your brain will adjust. The blood will adjust and create all new types of hormones that you're going to see science now calibrate. We have found a new hormone in the human body. We wonder what it is. Well, we find it is just bullshit. The hormone is for how you are going to respatiate your reality. Space-time references are going to be changed, and the only way you're going to be able to calibrate space-time references is based upon how you give off specific harmonics of compassion, specific harmonics of what you want to call love. That's going to bridge the gap that time has made. That's going to bridge the gap that space or the reference of space has made. So a whole new hormones are going to be created to match the new light code consciousness time zone that you're going to be occupying. Your hair and your nails will begin to grow at a rapid pace. It's going to match certain types of chemistries that are going to be necessary for those new hormones to be created. For those new hormones to be created, new kinds of a recalibration of the minerals in your body are going to have to be done. These new recalibrations of minerals are going to force you to see, this motherfucker may grow another eye or some shit. We don't know. That's if you ain't right. Babies are going to be born with tails. You're going to see more babies born with tails and shit. And that's another thing y'all got to watch out for. This shit may seem funny, but people going to start changing their looks in front of you. You're going to start seeing shit, like you're looking at somebody and the motherfucker look like a dog. And you're going to shake your head. And you're only going to be looking for a moment. What you're going to do is see the real energy that person's giving off. Because all the animals are nothing but symbols of archetypal humanity's emotional sojourn through different levels of consciousness to third dimension. And what are the residual experiences of our spiritual selves became the animal level. That's why they preceded us into the third dimension. In the Bible, you see them create all the animals first before man. That's because man's experience during the time man was condensing into the third dimensional level of matter. While he was doing that shit, he was going through a relationship dilemma between the God self and the new prison that he was about to occupy. This frightening new prison that he called the body. And with those thoughts that were being formulated at that time, the residues of those thoughts were being cast into relationship with the material planes that he was about to occupy. Now these thoughts, being that he is or she is the creator, these thoughts were byproducts of a creator's mind, experiencing itself for the first time as Lucifer took that part of the creator's mind into the deepest recess of the triple blackness. That now began to spew out different animal energies, which became the fixing point for human consciousness. That's why the Native Americans study the animals, to see what they do by their instincts, so that we will know what not to do, how not to fuck up, what to teach us with. So you may see somebody, like off the corner of your eye, some dude look like a bear or an animal or something, and you shake your head, you say, well, what the fuck was that? That's because your eyes are being, again, recalibrated to be able to see more subtler frequencies, to be able to see vibrations, and to see the levels and quality and value of that vibration, and thus see different realities. Now, of course, there are people who will be listening to this shit saying, damn, what the fuck is that going to do for us getting welfare and all that shit, and getting these police off our backs and all that shit? I don't know. Apply it where you may. But there is a reality coming that they say an educated consumer is our best customer. When you stop eating that, we stop these bastards from putting up this Ben and Jerry's shit in your community. When you stop them from putting Mickey D hamburgers, you stop them from bringing in all kinds of, look at all these buildings all of a sudden getting cleaned up and gentrified, and they're gonna have Harlem so high for you to all live in here. All you niggas can't afford to live in Harlem no more. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. People who are not in alignment with what nature is saying by the principles that nature is conveying in the symbol. So when you look at a tree, what is a tree? You have to go back to the way your ancestors codified what the trees meant to the planet and to them. You have to recalibrate your imaging and your perceptual processes. The perceptual processor is the psyche. Your psyche was raped, mutilated, and torn down by the 500-year diasporic experience you've been in here. You give thanks to Willie Lynch for that. So our ability as a psyche, as an African psyche, as a melanated psyche, as a Native American psyche, the way we calibrated reality with nature, we no longer act within that calibration of our ancestors. We act the way the European told us reality was. So we assign a reality based upon book learning and the shit that he did to ascend to power. Now we are finding with the evolution of time that that particular assignment, that particular code, does not calibrate to the next time. The way your ancestors did for thousands of years by calibrating how to go from one consciousness dispensation to the next.